This is a $1,000 grant for everyone. So far, viewers of my channel who applied for the Save Small Business Relief Initiative have received grants of over $1,000, $500 of which coming from 5 different people. Then GoFundMe has matched those $500, making it a total award of over $1,000. And all you simply have to do is sell something. However, do not click the back button as yet. Slowly back away from the computer. Because it is simple, as I've been telling you before, selling used items on eBay, working for Instacart, doing whatever it is that you do to generate non-W-2 employee income. In other words, working for a business where they pay for your health insurance or whatever. And listen, you don't have to stop there. There are organizations that have been awarded grants of over $50,000 right through this program, $500 of which coming in from GoFundMe and the rest coming from other people who have wanted to support their business. And this is not like the Paycheck Protection Program grant where you had to be in operation back in 2019 and 2020. No, you can start a business right now. Simply start selling something right now, whether it's you doing deliveries through Instacart, DoorDash, or you're selling used items on eBay, if you're basically selling your own unused items in your home and then going out to garage sales, buying things at 1/10 the cost and selling them for a 10x return on eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, wherever. You simply have to have the idea, and it's very simple to get. Look, this is Send Captures, a viewer of the channel, Columbus Nquocha Emmanuel. Basically, he's got his own YouTube channel. Look what he wrote. As you all know, we've all been impacted by the virus and its effects. As an upcoming photographer, videographer, this has affected me personally, as it has been challenging to book clients consistently. Even if you start a business right now, you've already been impacted by the pandemic. There's closures, people are getting sick. A friend of mine, I just had a long discussion with him. He got sick. He hasn't been able to work for about a month now. He's got pneumonia as a result of the virus, and he's asking me for ways on how he could generate revenue online, how he could tap into some grant funding. And I told him about this. I told him about PPP because he was also doing Instacart back in 2019. So you can qualify for these programs, and it's nothing of the other world, as they say in Spanish, in order to operate a small business, as long as you're welcoming non-W-2 income. In other words, the income that you get through a paycheck coming from an employer, where it's all formalized and they're snatching taxes away from you before they pay you. You are essentially operating a small business. If you're not doing it under an LLC, you're doing it under a sole proprietorship. Anthony is another viewer. He went ahead and saw my videos and he went for it. Look, as you may know, the ongoing pandemic has impacted many aspects of life, including the transportation industry. I'm a current company driver, and I also operate a small independent dispatching firm. Now being out almost a month has severely halted that process, which is him generating revenue through his business. And check it out. He raised $500 from 5 different people, and GoFundMe awarded him a grant of $500. I gave him $100. Whatever, same thing with my man Send Captures, $500. No Witsy. She needed revenue so she could fund the shipment of her inventory. She simply wrote 1 paragraph about it, and she included the hashtag small business relief. When you do this thing, put the hashtag small business relief. Start your business right now. Doesn't matter. They're not requiring that you had your business in 2019 or 2020, such as most of the grant programs that I list in the spreadsheet that has information resources and application portals to grants for everyone, and business resources and resources for free education, and how to learn about cryptocurrency and where you can deposit money and get money back, how to start your LLC. I've got all kinds of information. I even have grants for your high school students. Go ahead and take a look at the students tab. Not a lot right now, but look, something is something. My little nephew's already applying for this program. He's like halfway through the process. He can qualify for $3,800 in grants. And if he gets accepted again, that's how much money for which he could qualify if he goes through this program where he works through the Science and Engineering Apprenticeship Program over with the National U.S. Naval Research Laboratory. I actually worked with them in the past and did some work.
Ongoing work is focused on improving the naturalness of the interaction.
Here's another, Nowitsi. So she got the grant, awarded $500. Take a look. Damian Morris. He got it through. He sent me the email the day. I got the grant, man. I was like, awesome. Check it out. Through the first pandemic lockdown that started in March of 2020 and the ongoing lumber shortage, I have managed to increase my productivity and make things more efficient this year. I could provide the improved tabletop experience to more families and position myself to start hiring people. That's a key sentence right there, because just by you being in business, forget about any self-serving motive just because you need money for yourself, although it's required. Everyone has a right to survive. Everyone has a right to be productive and to operate a small business. Check it out. GoFundMe gave him $500. Awesome. My man Damian Morris. Now, back to I digress. This sentence is so key right here. Start hiring people. Because once you operate a small business, you can start hiring other people and you're generating enough money. You're taking people off the unemployment line. People who have less of a need to go to the government and hold their hand out. Listen, I need money. This is not my fault. And basically fight, because now they have a job. So by you operating a small business, you're putting someone else in employment. Other than you, of course, because you put yourself in employment. Again, non-employer firms constitute the whopping majority of all small business, over 25 million non-employer firms. That's what you are. If you drive for Uber, Instacart, if you drive DoorDash, wherever it is that you generate non-employee income, 1099 income that's not coming from an employer through W-2, where they're snatching taxes before they even pay you, you are operating a small business. And if you have no employees, you're a non-employer firm, constituting, again, the whopping majority of small businesses, and small businesses constitute the whopping majority of all businesses in the United States, employing half of the U.S. workforce. Over 60 million people employed through small businesses. And it's very easy for you to take part. Even I got a $1,000 grant, not from this program, but by fundraising, because a number of people say, oh, but I don't have to beg people. Listen, you're not begging anybody, because just by you operating a small business, all you got to do is post a paragraph on here. And look, they've got $3 million for this thing. This is the fund to fund this $500 match that GoFundMe pays out to you as long as you raise $500 from 5 different people. So let me talk about the story. Listen, again, I want to sell these books that I have in my home, right? Books that I don't use anymore. And you flip them, you generate revenue for it. I keep saying it. If you have items that you don't use, when I buy IKEA furniture, I sell it for 50% of what I paid for them. And after I've put them to use for a couple of years, on Craigslist, they go like this. That's non-W-2 income, okay? You start filing your taxes with that stuff, then you start qualifying for these other programs. Do it if you haven't done it as yet. Start your small business. All the resources available on that spreadsheet that I told you about. I've got the link to it in the video description below this video. Look, when I didn't know anything about putting up conferences, I was already teaching for the New York City Small Business Services Department. I was a certified teacher through them. I went ahead and put together a conference for a number of low-income businesses, and I made it open to everyone. Anyone who had internet access can go ahead and take a look. I had taught for all this time, but I had no experience in putting together a conference. So I did what I could, right? And I was able to raise. So what I did was I made it free for everyone to join. And the way that I raised money, I didn't raise a lot of money for it, only like $950 for it, all right? I put together all my friends that had performed marketing for some of the biggest and most iconic brands on the planet, and I put all this stuff together. I stated, listen, all I need is the funds to basically pay for the application on which I'm going to stream it. It wasn't like Zoom is today, and there's all these Zoom and there's Cisco Web Services and all these places for you to be performing, to be speaking to other people and holding these meetings online. So I needed one where I could record it. It was a bit hard to find. I found one, I believe it was through Webinar Jams that worked with Google Hangouts. And I had to pay like $4 and change to have the package where I could welcome at least 1,000 people or so. The way that I encourage people to donate, I'm not begging anybody. I didn't beg. Listen, I'm giving out value to people because people were able to see what was the information that was working for them to market their businesses online in 2015. I had 3 full jam-packed sessions, jam-packed with information on how to raise money for your crowdfunding campaign, on how to market yourself organically through social media, through the search engines, or using advertising, how to use all kinds of applications that are available for you to market your business and generate more revenue originating online. And I didn't charge anybody to register to go ahead and view it. However, if you wanted a video recording of the entire conference, then for one session, you just, all you need to do is donate $5. Video recording of 3 sessions, if you donated $10, you got it. Video recording of 1 full day, $15. You want the video recording of the whole conference, $25. And then you got bronze sponsors, and I would mention you, basically people who would sponsor it, because this is advertising for these people, right? Silver sponsor, gold sponsor. My man Glenn Alsop, he paid for the diamond sponsorship, which is like $200. SEO Grandmaster. You won't find anybody better in the business when it comes down to search engine optimization. He spoke at the conference. He also donated. I was also offering consulting services on the side. One of my friends, my man YG, I was like, listen, you donate to the conference, I'll help you out building your website. I'll tell you what you need to do. I'll give you some consulting on what you need to do, what applications you need to install so you can do it yourself. Gave him the guidance to do it. And he went ahead and put down $100. Not begging anybody. You're not begging anybody, because I'm providing a service to the community. So if you find a way to help people through your fundraiser, listen, you're providing your service to somebody, and just tell them, instead of paying you, pay the fundraiser. Why? There may be a small fee, I think, that GoFundMe charges to withdraw the money back into your bank account, but if you get to that $500, they're going to match it. They're going to double whatever it is that you got people to donate. Just have them pay you through the platform. That's all I was doing. I was like, listen, you want whatever. You want 10 minutes of consultation time? Just pay me through the platform, 10 or 20 bucks, whatever you want to pay me. Pay me through the platform. You don't have to send me a check, nothing. I even got my kids participating in this thing, talking about pitching people to get people to learn how to make money online, basically, right? So that's all you really have to do. You provide value to people. And there's no reason for you to beg anybody. You can raise money through this thing. It's the easiest grant opportunity, the easiest money that you will ever make.